What's up, my baby dolls? There are a lot of people who just aren't going to make it. And I am now in a position of strength because I have built an audience here with all these teachings and everything is happening every step along the way. And now I can show you that this position of strength is going to gain more momentum over time. But I won't be dancing on any graves, friends, because I know how this story ends. We saw it. This ends with the crowd, as I'm seeing today, actively seeking dopamine dealer price targets. There are people out there, they want to get their drug fix for the day. They don't care about eating, feeding their family, paying the bills. I use this same metaphor in my mind when I see people log into a computer, watch a channel, and they say, oh, that's the person telling me 1,000x. I'm going to listen to that. Now, it's funny, right? It's funny when we were at the bear market because you basically buy anything and you have a huge margin of safety. However, we are now leaving that funny zone and now we're going into the risky momentum zone. So I've been preparing for this scenario, friends, for a long time. Actually, more than 2 years. I've literally been preparing as soon as Bitcoin started dumping down. I'm not joking, friends. Dreams, research, analysis, putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. And I basically went into turbo overdrive. And I wanted to figure it all out. And I actually didn't really have to do anything much. But what I wanted to do is get into the psychology, the actual mind of retailers in crypto. Because you can do this for stocks or anything else. But I actually wanted to know what makes them tick. And you figured them out, right? The dopamine. All my teachings and stuff. It's kind of funny. You know what's funny, friends? Sometimes people, I'll watch I watch the comment stream on my posts on Twitter, and people who are haters of me will use my own teachings back onto me. I'm like, bro, do you even know I was the guy who started stuff like that? Which is very funny. I didn't say anything. I'm like, man, who are these people? Where are you coming from? I know where they're coming from. I already know these friends. We are now entering that next phase. Congratulations, if you've made it this far, you're buying in the depression. Yeah, it didn't feel good, but it's going to look good on the chart later on. It's going to look real good on the chart. When you have that higher base price, oh yeah, friends, you think it was easy buying Bitcoin at 3,200 coming in? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I just see a lot of dead people. I think it's time to buy. It was not easy. Okay, this was back in January 2019. So we are now moving along that way, but they're exit liquidity. That's it. That's the ultimate lesson from all of this. Play some angel music for them. The human side of me wants to have empathy, and I do have empathy because I know it's just everyone learns, right? You either learn the easy way or the hard way. Boy, I wish everybody could learn the easy way. But nope, some people just have to be booty spanked. That's it. That's the human side of me, the empathy part. The other side of me is the cold-blooded assassin. Because you know you're going to have to execute at some point. It's buying the depression, selling the euphoria. You know these. I've told you the stats. 1 in 5 coins return to their all-time high. When crypto dips, there's only actually one bear market hedge. Her name is Bitcoin. Everything else is dead for 3 years on average. Also on average, if you are holding a coin through a cycle, very hard for it to recover in the next cycle. Why? Because by definition, in the next cycle, you are now a cycle 2. So yeah, other things are going to move, but they're going to be cycle 1. Are you even going to be fine-tuned like an assassin to even see the switch? No, you're going to be so depressed, you're not even going to believe in any of it. I put all the pieces of the puzzle here for you and put them all together. And I'm wearing a fluffy Pikachu hat. Isn't that fun? What I enjoy the most is when people don't take it seriously. Like, oh, holy shit, look at this guy. I'm not going to listen to this guy. I'm listening to the professional. Friends, you know these professionals. That's funny. Firstly, we blow their returns out of the water. Secondly, I get to sit on a squeaky chair all day. Thirdly, they're all wrong. They're literally all wrong. It's just no one wastes their time making videos and promotions of these other people because the audience sees somebody with a large following count and they go, oh, he's cool actually, and they just keep following. We have it in our DNA, friends. We have a worship gene. That's it. But this is where it stops. The party stops here because what do you want more? Do you want popularity or do you want to win more? I want to win. Okay, you can't get both. You can't get both. Not in markets. No, you can't. All right. Your track record can get good over time, and you develop some sort of maybe like, long list of experience. And basically people think, there's validity when this person speaks and there's reputation here. Sure, it takes a long time to build. But on average, you can't build it quick because you got to be fading the crowd. And the crowd's always wrong. You know this. The crowd's highest targets never get met. The public analysts always get their targets wrong. You know this, man. You've been here a long time, friends. I've literally, this is the best part, man. I literally, from end of 2022, I showed you, okay, everybody expects Bitcoin to go down 10K, stocks to have a recession, unemployment to spike up. That's what everybody expects. I said, wouldn't it be funny if crypto reverses, they get all these things wrong and stocks go higher? Yeah, I've just shown you time and time again. I've also shown you failed crypto narratives. Think about it. People within crypto writing all these narratives of how they think the next year's going to look like, they get it wrong too. Everyone gets it wrong because it gets priced in. So you have to learn how to like really swim in the chaos. Now, these people, friends, unfortunately, they are exit liquidity and they're going to learn the hard way. But on the good side, okay, on the good side, friends, there is a lot to be happy about because we're going to win now. Those people that haven't adapted. And that's why actually you ever wonder what is the critical fundamental factor why crypto has edge for us? Why? The answer is because there are 400 million people in crypto and there's like 7 or 8 billion in the world. And the amount of people who still aren't exposed dwarfs how many people are in. Now, the ratio of how much they dwarf is slowing down over time. Before, we used to have 1 million people, and then 10, and then 100 million people. Now we have 400 million people. Okay, so the ratio of people outside of the pool in the world who haven't been exposed to crypto, yes, the ratio, unfortunately, is getting worse over time. It is slowing down. It is diminishing, despite what everybody says. Because you know this by the numbers. Okay, Metcalfe's law, network effects. Okay, sweet. Well, we're getting more and more people in. So by definition, you say we're running out of people in the world to basically onboard. Doesn't mean we've run out. We are just running out on average. We understand this conceptually. That's our edge. You see all those people out there, they haven't made it yet. They're coming in to make it. So they will make the same mistakes with fear and greed. Okay, now heading into obviously the bull market phase, they're going to have the same optimism, hope. They're going to have that phase of thrill and belief when they believe, this rally is real, this thing's starting to happen. And they get the thrill and the euphoria and the complacency. I'm going through the Wall Street cheat sheet, the emotional cycle, of course. In the stock market, they peg it. Now, no like pegging, friends, family-friendly show, but what do they do, friends? In the stock market, it's a freaking Ponzi. What I mean by that, tongue-in-cheek, I understand, friends, one of you guys always got to correct everybody. Yes. When the stock market hits anger, they don't let it get into depression. They quickly print money, debase everything, and they get it back on track. They do this every single time. The last time the stock market actually did the Wall Street cheat sheet was the Great Depression. And you want to know what's funny? A lot of people don't actually believe me. I made whole videos on this. It's actually one of the most amazing things. This is the Great Depression, right, friends? Look at this. This is going to blow your mind. We go to the settings, we put the transparency. Have a look at this. Like, what's going on here? Of course, you can zoom it in. You see that? That is the Great Depression. Crazy, right? Wow. I wish I had a friend out there wearing a fluffy Pikachu hat who told me this. Oh my gosh. Have you ever heard anyone say that, by the way? Tell me. Have you ever said, for free, friends? No mastermind course, no leverage trading, none of these other BS, VC, insider grifts, any idea we do together. Friendship. Have you ever heard anybody say that? You haven't. You're welcome. Okay. Now, the same people who don't understand what I've just said. See, friends, it's okay if you don't understand it, but now you know. All right, now you know. There are people, though, they hear this information in one ear, out the other. They go to a dopamine dealer. Now, unfortunately, the dopamine dealers are very enticing because they tell you, you deserve riches. Friends, we live in a TikTok world. It's a TikTok generation world. Everyone wants to show their boobies. They get more views and likes. Everyone wants to be popular. We get it. Okay, we get it. This is the world. You can't fight it. It is what it is. But it makes it so easy, if you know what's going on, to make money off these people. Because it's so easy to tap into their greed, self-worth, narcissism. It really is. And these words I'm saying to you, you know, friends, I'm just a peanut brain, but you know it's true. You know it's true. You are going to get an airdrop. You are going to get 1,000x. You, yes, you. That's right, I'm talking to you. Over and over again. And everyone believes it. good, though. What I said, human part of me says, damn, man, it sucks. You know, some people, friends, I'm not joking, some people are going to end their lives in the next bear market because they're going to lose everything on leverage. Just like those people. People jumped out of buildings and ended their lives because of Do Kwon, literally, and failed Luna, right? They literally ended their lives, man, because of UST went down. The people had so much shock, okay? You know, what's interesting, though, with UST, you see, good example, right? Hex, everyone knows it's a store of value. It's speculative. It's volatile. The Luna UST dropped less, right, than Hex. But why did people think that was game over? Like you still have more money than equivalent Hex, but it's because people's mind share latched onto a stable coin. They're like, hey, I have a stable coin. Here is my nest egg. And then eaten up by the Venus flytrap. Okay, so these things I'm putting together for you, there's stuff well documented. We got to see it play out. One by one. I was here making endless videos every day. Coins weren't going up. They're going down. There's nothing to do. And I'm here telling you the crowd's wrong. The crowd sucks. But I knew ultimately Judas would appear. Judas is going to appear, friends. And this is just how the story goes. Okay. So I knew, and I was telling you, it is a bit of dopamine for you when I tell you, man, the crowd's wrong. Yeah, they're all saying we suck, everything's a Ponzi, crypto's going to zero. I go, you know what? They're right in their pricing of it today, but they're wrong about the future. They're wrong. And it gave people hope. And I told you, guess what? Because we're going to survive in the future, it still doesn't mean we're guaranteed 1,000x, by the way. So you can't just like ignore your phone and disappear for 6 months and 12 months. You better buy more. Okay, and I've got my neck out on the line, friends, for friends and family. I go, yeah, you literally better buy more because the competition is going to be fierce. The cycles are diminishing. There's too many people in now. It's harder and harder to get the ratio of people outside in the world in. You better buy now. How many people came out and said that? None. They said, don't worry, it's going to recover. Bitcoin's going to 500,000. Yeah, your coin's going to 1,000x. Your little $1,000 is going to be fine. That's what they were saying. I don't think that's good enough because I know that's not good enough. And then I went, okay, you know what? I'm actually going to find out why these things don't actually work. And I did. I introduced to you concepts for free. Cycle 1 coins, Cycle 1 narratives, the difference between Cycle 1, Cycle 2. Went through all the lists, new narratives, how they appear, how they birth. People still don't get it. But unfortunately, friends, now that phase has now moved. Now we're in Bitcoin halving year where the communities of crypto are now stretched. We're getting stretched, right, which is good. It means like exit liquidity is starting to come in. People are starting to take notice, okay? And they're not all in yet, but they're starting to take notice. And you can see these people, how do they appear? It's the mindset of people. They look for contradictions more. They go, oh, you said up, but it went down. You went down, it went up. Oh, you said this is bad, good, but this type of stuff, this impulsive, short-term, fast stuff, this is because of like the energy that we've given from the cycle. And there's a lot of competition and ego and testosterone flowing from everyone as we traverse along the cycle. Why? Because it slowly builds from hope into optimism, into belief, and then thrill and euphoria. That's the cycle of fear and greed, okay? It builds into greed. You don't get greedy day one. It builds into that. And building into greed, it starts with the hope and then the belief. And then slowly you get this confidence and the coins start going up. Because what happens is, friends, this is funny. I even told you how the Judas would appear, how the betrayers and people who exit liquidity would appear. I documented it for you. I told you, first they appear, but oh, look at this new cool crypto stuff. Oh, look at this guy with the fluffy Pikachu hat. Woo! But then they hyper-focus on like one little unimportant fact. For example, they're like, oh, you said that you didn't like this one coin and then it went up. Okay, you got that wrong. And that is the unfortunate, that's the door they open to themselves. And they go, well, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. And then that's how they go down that rabbit hole. They go, oh, I'm going to find the guy drawing triangles with leverage trading links. That's the one to do. Oh, I'm going to find the guy who hasn't told me about his VC insider ICO scam allocations. He's just shilling out to his audience. Okay, I'm going to find that guy. They eventually find themselves into these funnels. Dopamine dealers. Because these dopamine dealers, friends, of course they're selling them dopamine because they got paid to sell you dopamine. and they're getting paid actively for it. So it's wonderful. That's why I'm prepared for this. I go, okay, well, the believers who win were like 10%. I've told you this, the earliest 10% believers. Now we're coming to the next 30% where it's 50-50. It's literally half the people pay attention and they're here for the confirmation rally. Half the people, like, not going to make it at all. They're the ones hunting for contradictions, moving around left and right, not paying attention to anything. And once again, my human side, my empathy for them, I'm like, man, I don't blame them because, like, they don't know what's going on. They didn't find my channel. It's been 2 years, and now they've been rushed into crypto, and it's only been 30 days, and they have money, and people are making money. They're like, AI, decentralized penis. What's going on with NFTs? They have no idea where to start. They got no idea where to start. Okay, so they're going to naturally go to where the cycle takes them, which ends up being wrecked eventually. Okay, that's that next 30%. Remember, the earliest 10%, the next 30, and then the final 60 is literally exit time. Literally 100% exit time. So when I say we are going to make it, we are the earliest 10%, right? And I'll hold that up high. I mean us as in people who don't follow the crowd. People who don't follow public analysts, right? People who don't follow the guy with the highest price target that matches with consensus. And I knew this, man. I knew this. I told you 100% confirmed the crowd can't always win. We on a discovery of market cap and liquidity to show you how thin liquidity is here and there, how things get baked into the price. I even showed you these random parts of history where, you know, interest rates, holding and cutting, all these things that you never thought the market was pricing in, but you didn't even need to know the news. You just know it's a pendulum of emotions. That's the most important part. So everybody who thinks I care about a price target, I don't care if Bitcoin stops at 60K, 80, 100, 5 million Bitcoin. I don't really care. That's the price target. Doesn't matter to me. And where Bitcoin is in 30 days or 90 days, don't care about it either. I'm sending in Euphoria. Okay? I got the X factor signals. I know they're coming. I know they're coming. If you type in bottom signal and you search every YourFriendSommi post on Twitter, bottom signal, look at the amazing stuff you find. Look at this, friends. August 2023. One of my favorite bear market bottom signals was Marin quitting crypto to make rock music. She became famous for crypto astrology. By the way, she has an OnlyFans now as well. Okay, literally, friends, I live and breathe this. Okay, this happened over and over again. And friends, even look at this. Like, as I'm scrolling, this is crazy. I even have one from a month ago. Mark Cuban was a classic exit signal in the previous cycle. He blocked one of the Tangang guys. And then I made a post here. Look at this right here. He blocked one of the Tangang guys. And I said, well, man, I know Tangang hasn't dropped 90%, but it's Mark Cuban. It has to be a pump of sorts, right? We went up 8x from that point in a month. I can show you quickly the chart, okay? Look at this. Bang. These are more classic bottom signals. Altcoin Daily. Well-made documentary called The Cult of Hex. Hexicans won't like it, obviously. Eric Wall talking it about again. Literally, from that point, it went up. Now, of course, we ended up retracing because of the dilution effect, but it ended up pumping. That's pretty much the point of all of these events. I have so many of these. Look at this. Friends, I made this literally at the bottom of crypto, literally to the tick. Charlie Struss, it gives me great pleasure to say I told you so about cryptocurrencies being a scam, and I called it 9 years ago. The only surprise is how long the bubble took to burst, but irrational markets always last longer than anyone expects. Time and time again. Also at the bottom, so I could literally go on and on and on. Oh, Uncle Peter's shift as well, bottom signal. This is not a crypto winter. That implies a spring is coming. This is not a crypto ice age, and even that came to an end. This is crypto extinction. Literally, the Pico bottom, friends. The literal Pico bottom. As he was saying that, your friend Sommi says, Uncle Peter, you are wrong. Thank you for watching the channel. Uncle Peter, you are wrong. Fade the crowd. Uncle Peter, yes, you were contrarian, but now you are crowd consensus. At that price, at that point in time. The guy wearing a Pikachu hat, sitting on a squeaky chair with good posture, is telling you this. Look, That's what I do, friends. This is my job. There's crypto edge here. Now, here's the funny part. I was in so much disbelief. I wondered, oh, wow, I wonder if anyone's going to take this edge. And I realized, no, they can't take the edge. They're hunting for dopamine. People want the highest price targets. It makes them feel good. I can't make you feel good. So that's why I want you to think twice about the guy in the Pikachu hat who's telling you, you know what? The crowd sucks. The crowd's unreliable. They are way too bearish at the bottoms. They are way too bullish at the tops. And their average target never gets met. Especially in crypto, by the way. Especially in crypto. You can't rely on them. Public analysts suck. Medium articles suck. They all suck. Now, you're probably wondering, like, why do I even listen to all of them? You don't listen, friends. You gather information. That's what you're here for. Not everyone can win. That's it. Okay? It's not about being right. It's about winning. Okay? Do you want to make money? Yes, you do. You don't care about being right. Oh, what's Bitcoin's price going to be in 30 days? No one cares. Hocus pocus. Eat some jelly beans. I don't care about that. Is there Euphoria? Has Ty Lopez launched a coin? No. Has Andrew Tate launched a coin? No. Has Mark Cuban come out and done anything? Has anybody showed their willy? Eating jelly beans on stream. Gone naked. Is Katy Perry with their fingernails back? All these X Factor top signals, are they here? There's many others. They're not here yet. So I don't care if the price goes down. Who cares? See, most people, even though I say this thousands of times, people go, oh no, but you said the price is going to go down in the next 30 days. You're not going to make it, man. I'm so sorry. These people aren't going to make it. And I'm not even saying sorry. You're saying sorry to your family because you had like 3,000 chances to figure it out. So in case, friends, you haven't noticed, I'll spell it out here for you. In case you haven't noticed, the people with the highest price targets are the ones who got everybody wrecked in 2021 and 2022. You noticed that, right? You ever notice that? The people with the highest price targets got everybody wrecked. The beautiful part, though, about ultra low targets, though, if you're too bearish, guess what? You got plenty of time to buy back in crypto. Now, I'm never too bearish, okay, because I'm always optimistically bullish. But even those people who got it like really wrong at the bottom, yes, they lose a lot of quantity, but they can make up for time for it. There's a problem, though. It doesn't work on the upside. You see, in the depression part, depression lasts for so long, you do get a lot of chances to get back in, right away your wrongs and everything. But if you miss that top, you can't rewind time, buddy. No, you don't have plenty of time to come back in. When greed appears, and it's a very small part of time where the crypto market goes ultra greedy. So once again, I've got to spell it out for you, friends, even though I've said it thousands of times. My job here is not to explain it to you, man. I've told you thousands of times. There's a 4-year cycle. I don't know if it's going to repeat again, but if it does, the greed is literally 60 days. You know that, right? 60 days. The first 30 days, it's technically greedy, but you don't even think it's greedy. It's just going towards mean reversion. It's going to where you think it's going to go. 60 days of greed. Do the maths on that, by the way. 2 months out of 48. That's your window of time to exit. If you missed it, you're finished. I've already shown you every altcoin, 90 days after its top, down 75%. Hex, down 75% after its top. Cardano, down 69 or 70%. Doge, down 69 or 70%. All of them down. Matic, Phantom, all of these. You missed the top, down 70% in 60 to 90 days, and you might say, oh, I'll get out there. No, you won't. You're not getting out minus 70%. No way you are. You're going to be hoping and coping with everybody else. And like I said, the guy in the Pikachu hat just told you, the guy with the highest price targets, they're the ones who get you wrecked because they make you a bag holder. And then you've got to stay around for the next cycle. Luckily, friends, you're blessed now. We actually have an opportunity to figure this stuff out. Well, the volatility isn't as nice next time in terms of like giving you mad opportunity. You don't know this. So most people still don't get it. Do you want to be right? Do you want to make money? I'm your friend. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Don't forget to tell mom and daddy love them. Catch you soon.